Hi everybody, this is M from DIYM. Today I was actually debating showing you this particular container just because it can come dented. Some of them I ended up having to just take a chopstick and take the dent out, but some of it sort of still remains a little bit. But yeah, a lot of these guys did not come in perfectly. I think I had quite a few of them and I think I only have 5 good ones. So, but if you can find some that are of decent quality that don't bend so easily, they're a really cute container. I don't know, I think I've seen containers like this. I think they're larger at the dollar store at one point, and I think they're different colors, but these ones are nice and clear so you can see what's in things and you can color things depending. Yeah, so anyways, I like these. I think that these are really cute. So obviously they look like little Christmas tree light bulb containers. So you can just sort of twist the top off of them easily and then fill this with whatever. You can fill this with candy. I'm going to show you what I'm going to fill it with in a second, but you can fill this with craft supplies. I think people have put tiny little pom-poms and things like that in here. Charms, all sorts of, obviously anything that's small enough to fit in here, which is, it's not exactly the largest hole. So if you can get the bigger containers, and that's really cool. You can find that sort of thing. But yeah, I've seen the larger ones before. I'm doing this way in advance, so I don't know if there's any out right now for Christmas time, but I saw them I think around Easter this year. So, but yeah, they also have a little ring. Looks like it's for jewelry or something, but it's quite large. So it's cool. So if you wanted to, you can add a chain, make a dangle if you'd like, hang tiny little beads and charms, stuff like that on there. But you can also use string, ribbon. I was thinking you could use baker's twine. That might look really cool. And maybe different variations and different textures of ribbon. You don't even have to tie a bow. If you want to, you can tie a little bow on here. But if you don't want to do a little bow, you can just tie a bunch of different textured ribbons and hang that off there. And that looks really cute. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys these guys here. And then I have all sorts of different sprinkles. So there's these guys. This one's in case you don't feel like giving them specifically Christmas stuff and you want them to have stuff for all year. So this is really nice for confetti for birthdays. This one's really also nice for just winter themed stuff. Again, if you don't want to do specifically Christmas themed. I think this is really cute if you want to mix. You can always mix your own too. You could take a bunch of stuff like this and then just mix them together. If you want maybe 3 different types of sprinkles or something and you just mix them together. You can take a little tiny beads too to add to your mix. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do. Just get a little paper bowl or something and then just people like to just mix them together and do their own unique mix depending. But yeah, these ones I bought online. But this one has little Santas and gingerbread guys in there. So that's kind of a fun mix. And then this one here is super cute too. It's also more winter themed. So people have put little tiny pearls. And then they look like edible sprinkles, but they're clay sprinkles of similar colors to these kind of snowflakes. And then they have tiny little clay slices of cute penguins. They're so cute. So yeah, I can put that stuff in here. And I think I'm actually going to probably do this one because this is a kind of a fun mix. And I'll just show you guys how you would do them. Just to show you what you can gift. You can always gift this on the side of a present, especially say you're gifting crafty things. You can always gift that on the side of a present. I think that that's really cute. So I'm just gonna grab a funnel. I had this funnel, but it looks like it's a little small. Yeah, it might work. Let's try it actually. Why not? But you can always get a piece of paper and just make a cone. Tape it up, obviously, snip it off the end a little bit and just make sure that it fits a little in here and then just fill it that way too. So this might actually work. Let me see. It might be a tough one, but we'll try it. Might be some stuff is a little too big. But let's try to funnel it in here. Oh, is it gonna fit? Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, there's a bit of a clog here happening. Uh-oh. I might be able to get my pokey tool involved here. Let me see. Ah, I got it. Yeah. I got the little clog there. Let's see if I can get more without clogging. Pour it in slowly. Oh, it's got clogged again. Luckily my pokey tool comes to the rescue. So I got part of it done. You can always layer stuff too. I don't know, I kind of want all the same colors going on here. What is actually causing this clog to happen? So, oh, I think it's almost like static too is happening here. What I might do is because I'm running a little in this, I might put some more of this in there just to fill it out a bit, because at least it's a similar color scheme happening. And then somebody could use this for their shakers if they want to make winter cards or something, if they're into card making. What is that? I think it's my fridge. It's making weird noises. The haunted fridge. Maybe I can see if I can make a funnel with my own hand, then it doesn't get clogged as easily. Of course there's going to be a bit of a mess. So you can fill it all the way to the top if you want. Let me see here. I might put a few of these guys in here now, just to mix things up a bit. Anyways, I think, I mean, you can do as much as you want, obviously. You can fill it all the way to the top. Let me see if I can. You don't even have to get a piece of paper. As long as you're able to put things in, then that works. Okay. So yeah, that looks really cute, right? You can mix it up a little bit more if you'd like, but I think that looks really cute. A nice wintry light bulb. Here, I'll just do another one just for fun. But yeah, you can fill this with gems and all sorts of things. You can definitely do that. I'm going to keep this out just in case some sort of clog happens again. But yeah, you can do birthday ones too, obviously. You know, this might be kind of a fun, I know that this just passed, but this might be kind of a fun project to do for Halloween as well, with the Stranger Things. If there's a few Stranger Things fans out there, that's kind of a fun theme. If you like horror stuff, you can always do some cool Halloween light bulbs as well. So these ones seem to go in a lot easier when you're just using your hands. This is great for even birthdays happen all year, right? Maybe there's somebody with a winter birthday. If you ever met somebody who's born in either December or January, and people always give them dual presents, Christmas presents and birthday presents, this might actually just make them smile a little bit because you thought of both Christmas and their birthday separately a little bit. I don't know, it's just like a fun little confetti thing. I mean, you could put actual candy in here. I would say wash it out first beforehand, let it thoroughly air dry maybe with the lid off. I don't know if they're FDA approved necessarily, but I always kind of want to watch putting food stuff in containers like this because you don't know. Number one, it might be hard to get it out. Number two, you don't really know if it's great to ingest whatever with these kind of plastics. So if you're kind of worried about it being FDA approved, maybe it didn't say on the website for the containers, then I would suggest using it for stuff like sprinkles, charms, gems, just tiny little things. There's all sorts of cute stuff you can do. I also have little caviar sprinkles. That's always fun for stuff like this. Am I gonna end up doing this whole thing? Whatever I have left of this? I guess I don't have to do all of it. Whatever. You guys basically get the picture. This is just an example. I'm probably gonna just pour it out after this anyway. So yeah, as I said, you can put a little ribbon on here. Festive, different fun ribbon colors like that. I like this one. I got this one at Michael's. Celebrate It, I think it's called. Tie that around in there. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do. For this, I might do, I'm just gonna cut off a bit of this. I like using this ribbon. Snip off a bit. Doesn't have to be a ton of this stuff. And you can always, as I said, put different textured ribbons in here, but I'm just going to do this. You can do them way longer than this too. These curls are going to be fairly short, I think. This almost looks like it's good for New Year's and stuff. It's good for all sorts of different winter projects, but yeah, they're just fun little containers that you guys can totally use and dress it up however you'd like. Add stuff to it. As I said, you can get some baker's twine and wrap it, put it on a gift bag, or hang it from the side of the bag. There's so much fun stuff you can do with this. And as I said, you can also add this to boob buckets. Anyways, I thought that was really, really cute. I hope you guys like that. If you do, please give me a like and subscribe and share the video in case you think somebody else is going to like this idea. I think I got these from Temu originally. Again, they came a little bit bent, a little bit mangled. I took a chopstick for some of them just to get some of this out. Some of them are too far gone, right? So that was unfortunate. I think I did get some money back for that because I did send a picture in and showed how many of them were damaged. There's quite a few of them. But yeah, so I think you can find these on AliExpress too. Hopefully they've made them stronger, the actual plastic itself. Again, you might be able to find something at a dollar store potentially. There's all sorts of different cool ideas there. But yeah, think outside the box for regular containers. If you can find something cool like this, that's awesome. You can also, for sharing sprinkles, you can also get lots of different cool containers. I think there's stuff that look like little beakers. I don't have any to show you guys, but I've seen people haul that sort of thing. But yeah, just think outside the box for sharing fun things like this. You can also put maybe chunky sparkles and stuff would be kind of nice to add to something like this. But I would say the fine ones might get everywhere, and when you're trying to put things in, that might be a little harder to do. But there's lots of cool stuff you can share. Let me know what you would put in this down below if you did something like that. If you have done something like that, also let me know. Did you have any struggles like I did trying to get stuff in here? I always like hearing fun stuff like that in the comments. So yeah, so I hope you guys all have an amazing holiday and take care everybody, okay? Have a good one. Bye!